Hey there, this is Kermit the Streamer. We are back. We did end up getting a refund for that issue. So now we're doing a Temur Sealed. We've got a magmatic Hellkite. Nice. It kills a non-basic land and basically locks it down, locks their replacement land for a turn. So it's decent. We got this guy, Elothar, Dawn of the Abzan. He lets you sacrifice an online permanent to get a +1/+1 counter on each thing you control. So usually this is a pretty good deal, because you're in control of what you sacrifice. You may do it, so you can basically power up your whole team. It's better when you go wide, obviously. Scavenger Regent. Each non-dragon creature gets -X/-X. That's an omen. That's pretty cool for an omen. It's an expensive omen, but it's good. And then we've got a ward dragon that they have to discard a card to interact with. Got a Herd Heirloom. This is decent. It's a good little mana rock. Although I must say, when it was played against me, it didn't really do much. I never saw it use its draw a card ability. Windcrag Siege. Choose Mardu or Jeskai. If you choose Mardu, creature attacking causes a trigger, so that would make your mobilize effects happen twice. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 red goblin token. It gains lifelink and haste until end of turn for the Jeskai version. So good. Seems like that's a good card either way. It'd be great if you could have some way to cheat out both. Inevitable Defeat. It's a Mardu card. Exile. Target non-land permanent. Its controller loses life and you gain 3 life. Pretty good considering that it exiles the thing and then gives you a little life bump. Kislev Village is pretty cool. It's your Sultai special land. Do you have to have... No, you just have... If you have 1 island or 1 swamp, it comes into play. Songcrafter Mage, this was a cool Temur card. It'll basically turn a instant or sorcery in your graveyard into a harmonized spell, so you get something back. Alright, so we're Temur, which means that we're red, blue, green. Red, blue, green. We definitely want to play our 2 bivouacs. Looks like that must be standard for them to give you 2 of your special lands, at least in the sealeds. So then we're going to use any other land that touches one of our colors. So we do get green from this, and we do get red from this. Now those are the special lands that we might cut though, because we don't want to have too many off-color lands if we're not doing something with them. As a matter of fact, the fact that we do get black from both of these means that I'm going to be looking more at my black cards as a thing. And we're going to go ahead and shove our Temur things in. For sure. It's a dragon. And then we can also do the counter thing. Absent Devotee, no, this is not a deck for that. Stormbrood, yeah, great. Nauseous Rebuke. That's pretty cool. It gives us 3 mana. It's Jeskai mana, but in our deck, the white can function as colorless just fine. We can play the Devotee here because it does have Death Touch, and that's a nice little roadblock. Glacial Dragon Hunt. Fine card. Effortless Master. Yeah, for 4 mana to get a 6/5, it's pretty good. All you have to do is have cast a cheap spell beforehand, and that's spells too. So creature cards are considered spells when you play them from hand also. Oh. This guy'd be good, but we're not really reliably able to beat Jessica, I don't think. Royal Procession. This card is a little slow. The fact that it's an instant is nice. Inevitable Defeat. Looks good, but we definitely can run Mammoth Bellow this time. We had it in our Sultai Sealed, but like it would have been difficult to run. So these cards can be looked at as 4 casting cost if they have 1 mana that's of an off color. And I think this guy, creature non-land card, I think this guy is good enough to try. Oh, we're doing this again, are we? It'd be annoying if we drop right now. But we're not in control of that, so we will do our best to just roll with the punches. So one thing that's different about this set that's not true about the last one, for instance, is there were a lot of cycling cards to sort of fix certain game states. That meant you could sometimes play some things, especially some stretch goals and some splashes that may not have been that great. I definitely think you need to be sticking into your lane a little bit better. We did play one truly off-color card in that last sealed, and the thing is, I think it was actually very good to do. I had a number of games that were recorded where getting to play that white dragon was really good. And I only had a few times where it began in my opening hand and wasn't able to be used for its removal side, its omen side. The white dragon has a red deal 5 damage to target target creature, which is very useful. Yeah, this isn't working. Shut that down. Probably gonna have to start all over. That's okay. I know what we had done. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just not even bother with the off-color lands though, because I don't think we're gonna do the thing. We can take the ones that have one of our color, just because they like the gain life part does matter. But I'm not going to take Sand Step Citadel, for instance. This is a cool dragon, but we can't really do the thing with it. Double Strike Prowess, just got Brushmaster School. But we are going to take this Monastery Messenger because basically it's a 4 casting cost that we can reuse, and we have good spells. We have real good spells that we don't mind getting to redo. And we haven't even broken this down by color yet, so I wonder if you can get back omens with Monastery Messenger. No, because it is still a creature. It's also something else, but it is a creature. This is not the deck for this. So we're green, red, blue. Formation Breaker. Not in our deck. Herd Heirloom. Heritage Reclamation. Not great. And definitely a one of. We're going to put 3 of them in for now, and then this is going to be where we're looking to cut. Piercing Exhale, fantastic, great to have 2 of. Sarkhan's Resolve. This +3/+3 is a big deal. You almost always are going to kill the thing you're blocking or attacking, and the other mode is something that might help you out every once in a while. Destroy target creature with flying. This is a pretty good roadblock. 4/4 that you can turn on into an attacker anytime. It's the threat of activation here that's really powerful. Rumor's Routine, that's a card in Sealed at least that I want exactly 1 of. Encroaching Dragonstorm. Yeah, that seems fine. Temur decks are going to be mana hungry, and the thing with this Dragonstorm though is you kind of only need it to go off once. This is neat because you may mill 3 cards. You don't have to. The one thing that sucks about it is a sort of a mana ramp, mana rock style creature, and those are less good when they hit at 4 mana. But this is still pretty good. It gives you 2 mana from 1 card. We're gonna try it. Jury's not out on whether it's any good, actually. This guy, 4/4 reach, yeah, we'll take that. Don't think this is a deck for a wild ride. Haste. This is not a deck for Devoted Duelist either. An Exhale, fantastic. Twin Bolt. Ooh, I don't know if I like it. 2 damage. See, I would want 3 damage. If this did 3 damage, I'd be like, okay, yeah, great, auto include. 2? It's nice that you can split it up and everything, but I just don't think it's that great. Unsparing Vaultcaster, interesting. The nice thing about that is it actually kind of turns on Twin Bolt in a weird way. Cerberus Vanguard. I don't think this is good without other mobilize stuff. Magmatic Hellkite. We're putting it in for now. I don't know that it can stay in the deck though. Meticulous Artisan. I like cards that come with the treasure. This is really weird. It's sort of kind of a defensive creature, but the turn it comes in, it does something offensive, even though it doesn't actually attack itself. Neat. This is a little overcosted for what it does, but the fact that it has Omen and gets to be reused makes it pretty worthy. Just peeking at my black. This is mostly just to learn the cards. Yeah, we don't have anything we want here. Good removal, but not something that we can fit into our deck. We're looking for any dragons that we got. The Omen on this has been pretty good in my opponent's decks, and 6 mana is a lot to pay, but we're not going to go Ice Rage Serpent in this deck, I don't think. Constructor Sage. So we've got two activations of tap a creature and stun it. Kind of not that impressive. Versus rebuff at sorcery speed. I don't think this deck wants that. It is cheap. Yeah, I don't think this deck wants that. Dispelling Exile, I think, is a very playable counter. Most of the time, the forcing them to pay 2 extra is going to help and probably win. But those times when it doesn't, the 4 definitely wins. So it's pretty good. This is the kind of deck where Wingspan Stride can shine. You know, if you're giving a 5/5 Mammoth token, flying, and +1/+1, you're doing pretty good. And if that eventually gets killed, getting to return this from your graveyard to play again is actually alright, but I still don't think it's worth playing here. Ring Strike Mastery. They still can pay 5 mana to untap their creature. The thing is, you kind of like that if they do that. So I think that's actually pretty good. I mean, the fact that this kind of card usually costs 3 mana, but it doesn't give them an out. Making it cost 1 mana and giving them an out that has to be pretty far in the game to activate, I think that's pretty good. I'm not interested in playing Humbling Elder, I don't think. Golly, it's a 1 mana flash guy that guarantees that I win a fight. You can also do this in response to a bite spell. We're gonna start it. I don't know that it's gonna work. I don't think it is. So we've got 60 cards. We've got 17 lands right now. Let's count up our let's count up our blue sources first. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Red sources 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Green sources 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got a lot of green. One more green just by nature of how things shook out. So that means we really want our green spells. We're actually not running too many of our blue spells. So I think we want to cut from there. We also, lower cost is going to be less important because of the fact that we may not always have our blue mana when we need it. So I cut a land, a blue land, and I cut a single cost low impact creature, added a mountain because we do have a double pip in Magmatic Hellkite, and I do think we want to go ahead and play that if we can. I like this because it's a cantrip, and technically most of the time we're going to be playing the 2 mana version of it until we get to the late game where we can actually play that 4/4 ward dragon. Same with this. This is usually going to be go get a land until it's time. I do think it's just generally correct to play all of your dragons. There's going to be dragons that are better than others. I mean, you can already tell. Like the black dragon, not that exciting. I'm not that thrilled to do the Constrictor Sage thing. I'll go ahead and cut that. So this deck probably does not want to do the mill thing. We've got no way to, well, we have one way, I think, exactly to get things back. We have a Rural Procession. Otherwise, once things are in our graveyard, they don't really do anything for us. I don't actually think I want to run the Dragonstorm because of the 2 Rejuvenators. And I think Rejuvenators do the same thing as that, other than the repeated effect, but the repeated effect is not really good. That particular Dragonstorm, like you only really get a heads up or a benefit from it when you cast it the first time, getting to pick it up and cast it again is, I mean, you still do it when you have nothing else to do, but oh no, are we crashing again? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save this deck right now so I don't have to rebuild again, and then we come back in. Oh shoot, I need to go and take a shower, so we'll finish up the build later. And thanks for joining. I've been Kermit the Streamer. Have a great time.